So hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with.
This is Alex from First and Forever. I blew it, guys.
No, you got it. It's fine. It's fine.
It gave me all the timing in the
We're
world.
rolling
I
with
blew
it.
it.
We're rolling with it.
It's fine.
We're gonna ask some questions today. I'm gonna start. So, what inspired the creation of the band, and what does the band name mean?
So inspiration for the band was I had been a closet emo kid my entire life. So for like 15 years, I just pretended I didn't like emo music when in fact I was just screaming My Chemical Romance songs in my bedroom and in my car on the way to work. And then one day I literally woke up and I had this thought. I was like, if you want to be in a band, you have to do it right now or you will never do it. And mind you, I'd never been in a band. I have no formal training whatsoever. I'd never written a song. I'd never done anything. And yet I had this idea that I could be in a band or something. So being a little crazy is always a good thing if you want to be the lead singer of a band. So, but yeah, I went on Craigslist that night and had 6 beers to myself to get the courage to message someone, messaged our drummer, David, and the rest is history. So that's kind of the formation. We met, then put a cover of I'm Not Okay on YouTube that we use as like to show off our band. And then we got our guitarist Marcus. So yeah, we've been a band since 2018. The name of the band First and Forever actually came in a conversation between Marcus and I. So I was explaining to him how funny it was that I was in this band for the first time ever. And I said something along the lines of like, this is like my first band ever, but it's probably going to be my forever band because like I'm never going to do this again.
Oh.
And hence,
yeah.
Hence it became First and Forever. But no, we actually think the name has like a very romantic feel to it, right? In terms of like love, and it also has in terms of like how I feel about the band, right? Like it's my first band, it's my forever band, and then in terms of love, it's like having that one person, that first person that is your forever person. And so we think it kind of perfectly encapsulates what we're going for in terms of being an emo punk rock band. So.
Oh yeah,
definitely, that's amazing. That makes me really happy. Okay,
good.
So congratulations on your newest release, Let This Love Lie Die. How do you feel the response to it so far?
It's been amazing. I mean, we've been so blessed through this entire release process. I mean, every single we put out got playlisted on Spotify.
So true, as it should.
Yeah, we've, on Apple Playlists as well. 2 of our songs got put at the top of the punk rock playlist on Apple Music.
Ooh.
Our fans have been just beyond excited about the content. And I don't know if you guys saw, but we dropped our first music video.
I have a question about that.
Yep.
Yeah, which was our like first intro. No one has ever seen us, right? Because like, so when we signed our record deal last March, we were supposed to go on tour, right? And that was gonna be like our big introduction to the world. Well, I don't know if you guys remember what happened last March, but a little something called COVID happened.
Yeah.
So the week after we signed our record deal, everything got locked down.
Yeah.
And so we were going to do a music video for the song called One More Time that we have in in June. And then I got COVID. So didn't do that music video, which led then obviously to the Let This Love Lie Dead music video. But yeah, the response has been amazing. The whole record. I mean, we're beyond excited with how it's going so far. I mean, we're at our highest monthly listener total right now. The songs are doing really well. We're blessed, guys. We're really, really excited.
Hell yeah. I vividly remember that video that you guys posted when you got the record deal of you pretty much just screaming your head off for about 2.5 minutes on Twitter. I vividly remember seeing this on the timeline. That's what put you guys like on my map. Like, holy shit, we gotta chat with them at some point. Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, that's just like my brand, man. Like I'm just like this like chaotic ball of energy all the time. And like everything I do, like I'm like just like super neurotic and like chaos oriented. So it's just like that's just who I am. It comes out in music videos too and on stage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. Hell yeah. I still have to watch the music video, but I have a question about it anyway.
Okay.
So as you said, this is your first music video. So I want to like ask, what was that experience like? Tell me about it.
Oh man. I mean, talk about the most fun thing that you can do as a band. And we waited a long time. So the history of our band, our first single came out in 2018. I think we had 6 singles before we ever did a music video. So we waited because we wanted to make sure we got it right. Like we wanted to make sure it was the right song. It was the right feeling. Like we thought it was a good idea and we thought we could execute on the idea because I'm sure you guys are aware, there is nothing that's a bigger turnoff than like a bad looking unprofessional music video. Like it just is not it doesn't play. And so we had to make sure that we had a team behind us that was ready to go and like whatever. So we got it. In terms of the experience, man, you know, I showed up, I had a little bit of lead singer syndrome. I just thought I was going to be showing up, just kind of like pretending to be singing, having like a really nice time. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Fuck that. They made me work so hard. We built like 3 entirely different sets, like literally like hammering drywall onto like wooden posts. So like we made everything you see there, like we hand built. It was crazy. And so it was like a 14-hour shoot. And I swear to God, 10 hours we're just building. And no one told me that. No one told me that's what I was doing for my day. So there's
they just handed you a hammer and was just like, okay, go on.
And like, do I look like I know how to use that hammer? I'm the lead singer of an emo band. No, I have no man skills. I have 0 man skills. That's why I became a lead singer. So it was terrible. And I mean, we had a great time. Don't get me wrong, but like,
of course.
I just had no idea. And so like, there's like videos of me because I just wore like my music video outfit because like I just thought that's what you do. Yeah. And I'm sitting there like painting walls. So there's like videos of me like wrapped in a tarp, just painting the walls. So dumb. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But no, it was great. I was super nervous, obviously, because it was my first. And like when you're in a music video, as I'm sure you guys can imagine, the singer's like usually the focal point. Mm-hmm. And so you do a lot more shots by yourself than you do like the rest of the band does. So I was very nervous. And so to take care of those nerves, I figured out a really good way to do it, which was just to get hammered. So I just drank a bunch on set and no one else did, just me.
Just you.
Just me. I was so nervous. I was just like kind of sipping beers and like whatever. I had a great time. It was super fun. And the video turned out amazing. And, you know, I think that's our energy that we have in that video is the energy that we have on stage. Mm-hmm. And we want to make sure that really shone through in the video.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Amazing. So can you tell me a little bit about your writing process for this EP?
Yeah, so for Let This Love Lie Dead, it was actually pretty interesting how it got written. So we had just put out Nothing Left to Burn and A Violent Ending, and we were like, all right, we should do like a full body of work, because up to that point we'd only done singles, and like it was like we'd go in the studio for a day, do one song, right? And this time we're like, let's go do a body of work in one sitting. Mm-hmm. The problem was our guitarist, Marcus Leopard, was actually doing a year in Europe. Just like he had taken time off, was like, I'm going to go travel, backpack Europe for a year.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine, if you're a band writing music when you're thousands of miles away, it's very, very difficult. Yeah. Marcus also didn't have a guitar. Like he had nothing. Oh. So what we did was Marcus bought like a $20 guitar, like a play guitar. But like you would get at like Walmart for like the beginning guitars, like, you know, like the one that come like the packs and like it's like literally it's like $20, and plugged it in, and we just made the shittiest demos of all time from like across ways. So, like he would send us files and I would sing on them in like my bedroom. It was so bad. Like I'm shocked that. So we worked with Courtney Ballard on that record, who's done like a bunch of all the first 3 Water Parks records.
Yeah.
Emeros, other things. It's like I'm shocked he even took us on after hearing those demos. They were horrendous. They're so bad, just because like none of us are producers, and like we just did not have the equipment because he was, you know, abroad working on writing. So we literally would just send ideas back and forth. But what's really funny is that when we got there, because we weren't able to like really practice the songs together. Mm-hmm. There was a couple songs where we never actually got to do vocals on them before we got there. And so when Marcus would send me like ideas on how to sing them, he would just kind of whisper into his phone because he was like living in an apartment, right?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize that he was like whispering in like the actual key that it was supposed to be sung. So I practiced singing like 2 songs in the wrong, like just wrong. Like it was like completely terrible. So I show up on the first day and I'm sort of saying like, bro, this doesn't sound right. And he goes, oh yeah, no, you're not even in the right, this is not good. And I was like, oh no. So I had to learn on the fly how to sing them. And Marcus actually on the first day of our recording session got super sick and couldn't sing for all like 12 days we were in the studio. And we have like our whole vibe is kind of like a Taking Back Sunday back and forth vocal. That's what we're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. But on this record, you can hear we don't really do that. Like I sing almost everything.
Mhm.
It was not written that way, though. It was written as a back and forth thing. So kind of funny. But we got it. We figured it out. Record turned out great. And on the next one, you'll be hearing a little bit more of Marcus.
All right.
That was very chaotic.
But that's my life. My
The
life.
past two stories you've told us have just been like complete chaos. I really hope everything's okay. I really hope you get everything kind of honed in.
Yeah, it never will be. It never will get honed in. No, that is first and forever. If there's not like an issue swirling around, like we're not doing it right, you know?
Yeah.
From struggle breeds the greatest creative forces, I say. So.
Well, I mean, you got a pretty banging EP and supposedly a pretty banging music video out of it. So
we're doing. Hey, we're happy. The video has like 200,000 views, which is wild.
As it should.
Holy shit!
Yeah, wild. We have no idea how. Like, I literally it's up on our labels thing, and it got literally in the first 2 weeks, it got 200,000 views. And I called our label. I was like, "Did you guys like pay for views? Like, is that what you did? Because this makes no sense." And they're like, "We do the exact same thing we do for every band on our label. Yours just got picked up in like the YouTube algorithm or something. Like somehow we like tripped the algorithm and like it started getting just shown to people. It was crazy." And like he sent me a text. He's like, "So not only he's like, just so you know, you're the first band on our label who's had a music video with 100,000 views." And I was like, "Oh, sick." He goes, "Which also means you're the first band that's had 200,000. So I was like, "Oh, sick. All right, cool."
Oh,
yeah,
sick.
No idea how that happened. It was crazy.
Breaking label milestones.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So we were pretty excited. Yeah, we were excited.
All right.
Awesome.
So I want you to pick your favorite lyric off of this EP and tell us the meaning behind it.
Ooh. Okay, so I would probably I would say this. So we really like to be, when we write lyrics, like we want them to kind of like paint a picture. Like we want the listeners to be able to kind of hear them, or excuse me, see them as they're listening to it, right? And so you'll see that in a lot of our lyrics. A lot of our lyrics are like obviously like very emo in nature, like a lot of knives, a lot of blood, a lot of like whatever. Like it's just kind of what we do. But I would say two of my favorites are, one is from One More Time, and there's a lyric in One More Time. It's in the pre-chorus that goes, "Your hands around my throat, keep my head on anyway." I just think like the visual of that like is kind of cool. Like, right, like it's in some ways it's pretty dark, imagining someone's hands around your throat, but the fact that it's like that's what's keeping you together is to me a very cool lyric, and one that really I think kind of represents the band and what we're going for perfectly. I'd say the second one is definitely a favorite, is the chorus actually for In Loving Memory, which goes, "My chest, your knife, I know what's on your mind, cut me open, look inside," and then it goes, "Tut, tut, tut, tell me what you find," which I think is just really cool. I think that chorus is really, really unique. I think it says a lot. You know, one last kiss before we fall. I guess that makes it personal. Like I don't know, just kind of everything. And I feel like that chorus really kind of encapsulates the vibe that we're going for in First and Forever.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. Those are both really sick.
Yeah, thank you. I hope so.
Yeah. Can you tell me where your headspace was while creating this EP?
My headspace, like how I was feeling at the time?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've been emo my whole life, so I've never really gotten out of the emo sense. So I'll start there. It was just emo. I was just like feeling like, how do we write this in the dark side? I mean, because like, look, you know, the music that I still listen to is like mid 2000s, My Chem, Taking Back Sunday, The Used, right? Like that's where my head steals. That's all I still listen to. And so I don't have a lot of like newer influences, and neither do the other guys in the band. So that's really where our heads are at. You know, I think we cover a lot of different topics in the band with our songs. A lot of it has to deal with mental illness, and you know, not specifically even for us, but like people around us that we know are experiencing things like that, and kind of drawing on their experiences as well as ours. But yeah, I mean, like we're generally a pretty positive band. Like as you can tell, like this is kind of my energy level most of the time. But you know, headspace wise, I think that one was it was interesting just because we were so far away. So it was kind of a scramble to figure it out and get it done. But you know, I think we did all right on it.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. I want to bring up My Chem. You mentioned My Chem. I feel like I have to ask, what's your favorite album?
Oh, my favorite My Chem album? Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
As it should be.
I respect that. I can respect that.
I don't respect anyone that says the Black Parade. I'm just like, you're just wrong.
It's cheap.
Exactly.
Yeah, cheap answer.
Yeah, you're just like, that's a bad opinion.
You're phoning
you're
it
wrong.
in. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I like it. Like, there's some, I think there's good songs. I just don't. It's just not even close though. Like, it's like I wouldn't even. I don't know.
It's not their greatest work.
No.
I mean, they don't have a bad album, but it's not like their greatest album. I wouldn't even say Danger Days is bad.
No. I love Danger Days. I was talking about your favorite.
Oh, Bullets?
Bullets. I don't like Bullets.
Leave the call.
You don't like Bullets?
No, his
That's
voice.
a bad opinion.
It's so good.
Bad take.
That's a bad opinion.
I like some songs off of it, but I can't listen to the entire thing as a whole. It's just so
It's so raw.
I love
exactly.
it.
I love it. It's so raw. I got it on vinyl over here. I'm obsessed with that record.
I just ordered another copy of it on vinyl.
He sent me the link and I was like, I want to get it, but I don't really listen to
Urban
it.
Outfitters just dropped another one, and since the vinyl prices keep on shooting up, resale, I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking buy it, whatever. Yeah,
it's so smart. Wait, did you get? Is it like? Wait, what did you get? You got a new one?
Yeah, it's Urban Outfitters just dropped one. For pre-orders. Of
They
Bullets.
did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bullets?
Yep.
Is it like colored?
Yeah. I mean, it's not the prettiest pressing, but
God damn it. Okay.
I
know what I'm doing after this.
I don't remember the color of it now.
If they tried to match the cover, that would not be good. But
it should be still up on the Urban Outfitters website. My Chem didn't promote it, so I don't think it's sold out yet.
No, I might grab one. I feel like I should.
I think you should. Give it another chance.
I think I will.
Spin it on vinyl.
Exactly. Why not? I want to ask, what's your favorite My Chem song? Because it doesn't have to be on Three Cheers, because mine is on 3 Cheers.
Probably Cemetery Drive.
Taste.
Yeah, I love Cemetery Drive. I think that's an amazing one. If I had to do it from each record, I'd go Vampires Never Hurt You, Cemetery Drive. What's my favorite on?
Better Be Mama.
Yeah, Better Be Mama or Dead.
It's not Mama. It's a great song. It's not Mama though. Honestly, it's probably like Disenchanted
so true.
Yeah, Disenchanted or it's definitely not Famous Last Words. That's like one of my least favorites actually.
Are you serious?
Wild opinion, I know, but I don't know why.
Bad take.
Yeah, it just doesn't get me. It just doesn't get me. And I know. It's insane. Like, look, I'm well aware of my bad opinion, but I rock it. And you can't convince me otherwise.
You should.
Yeah, you should keep that one locked up.
Yeah, don't tell
no one. I'd say off of Danger Days, I actually like the song Scarecrow a lot. I think that song is like a good one. Super epic. I don't know. I love that. It's like not My Chem at all, but like I just think it sounds so sick.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
All right. And
so that's
weapons.
my ranking.
Oh yeah.
We want you to do conventional weapons too.
It's kind of like.
Ooh. Oh God. If I can sing it to you, why can't I think of the name of the song? If all my enemies threw a party, would you light the candle, would you drink the wine, would you television? It was the first single.
Oh,
Boy Division. Better be dry. It better be just my size.
Oh.
Boy Division.
Yes, exactly. That song is. I think that should have been like a single with a video. I think that's like literally one of the best My Chemical Romance songs. I'm obsessed with that song.
How do you feel about Ambulance? Nobody talks about Ambulance. It makes me sad because it's my favorite conventional song.
It's okay. I don't want to hurt you like I hurt you on the Famous Last Words talk. So like I'm just gonna keep my opinion to myself.
But the harmonies. Everybody sleeps on them. I'm so sad. Oh my god.
The My Chem hot takes could ruin friendships. They really can.
Wait. How do you feel about Summertime?
I think it's a great song.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Keep it that way.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, because that's my favorite My Chem song. So
sick. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Exquisite taste on your end then.
All right. Let's shift away from My Chem before Glory winds up hating you or something.
No, never.
So this question should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this EP for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
I'm going to go with emo and emo.
Okay. I think that sums it up perfectly.
Yeah. That's like, there's no, like, if we are reviving emo, that's what we're going for. Mm-hmm. That's what we want to be known for. And that's what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. And you'll listen to it. And I promise you will have like a flashback to the mid 2000s. It's nostalgic, but it's current all at the same time. We really pride ourselves on like that type of songwriting and those types of songs from that era, but then using like current production methods to make it sound like it was a song in 2021. And that's where, Courtney Ballard, for instance, who's our producer, really comes in handy, is like really modernizing that sound.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So while going through this EP, what band or artist influences pop out the most to you?
I think The Used is probably number one. I think on our next record, which we just recorded, you'll really hear that. Like, that's my favorite band. That's how I learned to sing. Like, I was screaming, maybe Memories in my bedroom, when I was growing up. Like, I love that band. And then, I think on the last record, there was definitely some like aggressive pop punk on it. It really comes down to kind of those kind of same. Senses Fail is a band that you might hear a little bit of.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of Seosin and Let This Love Lie Dead, especially with that bridge at the end, a lot like 7 Years. I mean, like, we just kind of run the gauntlet of those bands. I mean, we really just consider ourselves like an amalgamation of that period. So,
yeah.
That's probably those.
The best period of music.
Honestly, yeah.
The only period of music.
Honestly, yeah. So is there a certain feeling you want your listeners to have while going through the EP?
Yeah, I want you to have a feeling of urgency. Like, I want this to be an active listen for you, right? Like, I don't want this to go on a playlist while you're working out and you don't even think about it as it's playing and you just forget about it. Like, I want you to hear that it's a first and forever song. I'm gonna fucking stop what I'm doing and listen to this thing because it deserves that. No, I'm like kind of tongue in cheek, but like, seriously, like, we want it to be an active listen. That's why we write lyrics that try to paint a picture for the listener. We love big choruses, big sounding choruses, right? Something that draws you in. Verses that you got to go back and read and figure out what they say. Like, that's what we're going for. Like, we want it to be an active thing for the listener.
Hell yeah.
That's great. That's good. So where do you see the band in the next 5 years? And are you guys working on anything new that you could tell us about?
Sure. So 5 years from now, we plan to be a full-time touring band. That's the goal. We actually just signed a touring contract with X-Ray Touring out of the UK. So they're a UK representation. So that's exciting. So once COVID's done, we'll be doing that. Full-time touring band. In terms of things that we're working on, the day that we dropped Let This Love Lie Dead, which was March 12th, was the day that we began recording our follow-up record out in LA, which is where we were for 10 days. So we already have another grouping of songs that is done, and we're excited to get mixed and produced and out over the next few months. So yeah.
So you're gonna drop it later this year?
Maybe. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Wow. Okay.
Literally the day we dropped that EP is the day that we started in the studio on our follow-up, which is crazy to think. So and then we got those songs done over 10 days. And now we're headed to, figure out what we're going to do with them. Right now they're getting mixed and mastered. And then when we get them back, we'll figure out what the release plan is.
All right.
Was that intentional to go in and get those songs done on the day that your EP was released? Or did it just kind of happen?
I think the key to all this is knowing when the last one was actually recorded, and it won't seem that insane. Let This Love Lie Dead was actually recorded in November 2019.
What?
But what ended up happening was we signed a record deal, COVID, like music video so just like it kept getting pushed back because of like different things that went on until it was finally like, all right, now it's like we put out Give Me Up in October. Don't really want to do around like a Christmas release because like everyone's listening to Christmas music and things kind of get forgotten. So it's like, all right, so we don't want to do it December, January. February is a little odd. Maybe we're not quite ready because we want to do the video. So let's do March is kind of how it got there. So yeah, I mean, we've been listening to Let This Love Lie Dead for like almost a year and a half now. Yeah. So we were certainly excited to get in the studio and work on some new songs. But yeah, I mean, the new songs are killer, man. I mean, like we just doubled down on all the emo. Like, it's just like, you'll hear it. They're very dramatic. We got heavier. I mean, it's like most bands go the other way. Most bands get a little bit poppier. We definitely did not do that. So our fans are in for some good surprises.
Right.
I'm so excited. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, good.
So for the last couple of questions, we're actually shift away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Matt, last meal with drink. Okay. It would be the following: home style Pop Secret popcorn. chips, and salsa.
Okay.
How many options do I get?
As many as you want.
As many as you want.
Mashed potatoes and gravy, and apple pie with vanilla ice cream. So basically just all snacks, because I eat terribly. So that would be what it would. Drink wise, I would go sparkling water.
So true. What's your favorite flavor?
Oh God. Well, I'm a big bubbly fan. Like I like bubbly the best. I think that's that much better than LaCroix. And I think like the cherry bubblies are like elite. Cherry and apple bubblies are like, I
haven't had apple yet.
Oh God, it'll change your life. It's so good.
Okay, I'll look out for it.
All I do is drink sparkling water. Like it's and so yeah, like Topo Chico. I also really like. There's this grapefruit Topo Chico, which is just like, it's incredible. So I would say that it'd be like the lamest and cheapest last meal of all time, but like I'm fine with that. I'm simple.
Solid. Yeah, I love sparkling water as well, and Shane makes fun of me for it. He calls it static water. Yeah. And it's horrible. It's horrible.
Bad opinion, Shane. Bad opinion.
Exactly.
Bad take. I know it's a bad take, but as you wear your My Chem Takes on your sleeve, I wear
I love that. Own it, baby. Water. Own it. Awesome.
So, if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Hogwarts.
What house are you?
What house do I want to be, or what am I told that I am?
Let's do both.
I'd really like to be a Gryffindor, obviously, because I feel like really courageous and like, adventurous and shit. But everyone tells me I'm a Slytherin, like all the time. Yeah, I get Slytherin all the time. That would be my house. So I don't know what that means about me. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or I don't know. It worries me, but I think I'd probably end up in Slytherin.
Yeah, I can see Slytherin, because isn't Slytherin... Why am I looking at Shane for this answer? He doesn't know Harry Potter. I'm pretty sure Slytherin's like determination and like something like that type of stuff. So yeah, I can see that.
Well, thank you. I like the positive spin you put on it. So
everybody.
Let's ignore all the problematic things about that house and just let's focus on the
all
good
the bad
things.
people that have come out of that house.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yeah,
they're just very determined.
Yeah, I'll be one of the good ones. I'll be one of the good eggs. Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
True.
Deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the honor of asking the last question, and every single
last question
I've
I'm
spoken to have said that it is the most important question.
Okay.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Do you have
specific shade of purple?
Violet.
Taste.
Sometimes lavender.
All right.
I'll accept that.
Depends on the day.
Purple's good color.
What is it today?
Definitely violet. 1,000% violet today.
Violet,
I'm just feeling a little bit darker and more intense.
Yeah.
A little bit more emo.
Yeah, and there's like violet on my shirt right now too. So it's like that dark purple, which is sick. So yeah, violet.
Awesome. So as I said, that's all the questions you have today. Is there anything that you'd like to plug?
Just go listen to our EP. We don't, I've said this before, but like we don't have merch and we don't have physicals for a reason right now. It's like we don't want your money. Just go listen to it, stream it, tell all your friends. Like, we'll get there. Person Forever will be putting that stuff out as we, kind of professionalize this thing and go full-time touring. But for now, just like go out there, tell your friends. We're on TikTok and Instagram at First and Forever. So just go check it out.
Hell yeah. Solid. All right. Well, thank you for now. This has been Alex from First and Forever, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.